Hey y'all, welcome back to InDFlix. Episode 20 just slammed us with the bombshell recoupling twist, sending Nic and Olandria home. That's right, both original Islanders were dumped in a shocking double exit. Ready to unpack the drama? Smash that like, hit subscribe, and let's jump in. So we have Sierra and Elon at the start of this episode. Trying to see if there's a connection there. He's saying he loves Libra women. All his exes were Libra. His mom's a Libra. She's a Libra. Libra's his type. She's digging it. And I guess she's now trying to figure out if he's given more in-depth conversation, more substance than Nic does. And I could just tell, she doesn't seem fully all the way in on him. But, again, if he is able to get those walls down, it could potentially lead to something. And then that would be sorry for Nic, because Nic said he wanted to remain open. And this is what happens. You remain open. You give another man an opportunity. And Sierra just may take him up on that offer. So then we have JD and Huta, and of course she's gonna let him know she's a mom, because we all know now at this time. And he also lets her know, hey, I've dated someone who had kids as well. I've been in that type of situation, which may make it easier for her, instead of having to teach someone how to possibly be a co-parent to her child. He comes with experience with it. But again, it's the woman you're dating, so you got to make sure you really like the woman before you even get yourself involved in her family dynamic. But they have cute banter. It's flirty. It's still fresh. I'm loving that. Huta is taking her time, as she should. She's not jumping all guns a-blazing. So this actually, I can see this happening. What do y'all think? I actually see these two clicking, even after Casa Amor. But Huta wasn't the only one on JD's radar. Amaya and him also had a chat. Amaya pulled him, trying to get to know him. She's talking about her experience here and how she's being perceived as clingy, but just in her culture it's just natural to just be, baby this, my love this. And it seems like JD gets it. He's also Hispanic as well. So they have something relatable. He reassures her and tells her how great she is, which, she's emotional. She cries about it. So they also had a good conversation. And you know what? I got to commend Amaya. She's doing what she needs to do. She knows the time is ticking for her. She's the only one left without a couple possible, dumping for her. So she's doing what she got to do. She's pulling these men. She's getting active. She's initiating. So let's see if that'll reward her in the end. Amaya isn't the only one working overtime, though. TJ is also trying to do his thing back at the villa with the girls, because he is also vulnerable right now. He pulls a chat with Vanna, which is the only other person I think he may have a possibility to have something with. Originally she came in for Ace, but I don't see that at all. So I think she's pretty letting Ace go as well. So, TJ, play the field. You're able to move on too. And that's exactly what he's doing. He doesn't want to just sit around. He's trying to get to know who he can so he can remain. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a true connection with these new bombshell girls, or if he's holding off for Iris to get back, because him and Iris had a good connection as well. So we'll have to see what TJ plans on doing. I knew this was going to happen. Ace and Coco. Immediately when I seen Coco, I knew, Ace is going to try to talk to her. I already knew, because he has a type, and this girl is a gorgeous girl, just like Shelly. So they kicking it. They're talking and they're chatting with each other like they've been friends for a minute. It looks very. They look both very comfortable in the conversation. It's not forced at all. It is a little flirty. She lets her know like, yeah, I like you, but I also have this connection with Taylor. But girl, bye. You do not want Taylor. You probably did come in here originally for Ace, but we know how Ace get down. So I don't know. Ace was all smiles with her. He wasn't standoffish, which I'm very surprised. Like I thought he would have a little bit of guard up because him and Shelly has grown in their connection, but it just shows Ace is still fully open. So back in Casa Amor, Alandria and Zach have a conversation. And, they're just getting to know each other. They have some similarities. And you could just tell, like, they have good conversation. But I feel Zach is fast-paced. Alandria is a slow burner. She said that time and time again. So even Zach, like, asks, like, do you think outside the challenges we can kiss? Alandria shut that down. She's like, that's not the type of girl I am. I'm a very slow burner. I'm not changing for nobody, as you shouldn't. But be aware that may cause your butt to go, because we ain't got all day. So make a move, or you're gonna go. You're gonna go. This isn't Taylor, someone you started day one with, and you had this slow, gradual burn. Amaya is up. And if Amaya is able to turn heads and leave you single and vulnerable, girl, you are going to go. So I'm not saying kiss the man, but I need you to ignite that flame a little faster. Meanwhile, Taylor ain't slowing nothing down. Him and Clark, new bombshell over there at the villa, are speaking. You can see the chemistry. They're flirting. This man has been smiling the whole conversation from ear to ear. This is what happens. It's a risk to be a slow burn. We seen it last season with Cordell and Serena, and Cordell turned up in Casa Amor. But not everybody's going to have the same conclusion as them. Like, yes, they were able to come back together and they're flourishing now as a couple. But Taylor may not be that guy. We don't know. So, but he's definitely showing a lot of more interest in Clark than it was with Coco. So, just like I expected, Amaya pulls Zach. Now, they already shared a kiss on the first day. But Amaya's doing what she has to do to stay here. And you cannot be mad at that. So she pulls Zach and they have conversations which lead into another kiss. And that seems like that's what he really wants. He wants that physical connection. And she's not holding back from it. Is it desperate? One may say so. But again, she's trying to stay. So she gonna do what she gotta do. And he ain't holding back. He's here for it. He tried it with Alandria. She said nah. Amaya said yeah. So Amaya's making it real easy for him to choose. We also had Nic and Jaden have a chat together. And remember, Nic was defaulted, I guess, kind of in a way, a parent with Clark. But I kind of knew that wasn't going to be what it's going to be. But he has expressed interest in Jaden, who's currently paired up with Austin. And I feel bad for Austin. He just can't get out of a love triangle, but it is what it is. But yeah, Nic and Jaden, they have good conversation. Nic being a nurse, he, recognizes that she has diabetes and he tries to use it like, oh, I could take care of you. They're talking about their tattoos. They're, being flirty. And it seems cool. I'm not seeing anything like crazy going on back at the villa or even at Casa Amor. I feel like everybody's just taking their time. But I definitely feel like Nic is interested in recoupling with Jaden. So Austin, watch out. Meanwhile, back at Casa Amor, Sierra is going through it. She is missing her boy Nic. And I feel bad for her. Like, I feel like she knows He's definitely exploring, and she should be doing the same. But she really likes this man, like, to a T. I know she's ready to get back to him. And, I feel bad for her because if this Nic and Jaden thing does, get intense, it may be trouble for her. And then you done missed out on your opportunity with Elon. So I'm hoping our girl gets it together. I really do like Sierra. So now it's recoupling time. As Ariana told both Amaya and TJ, they had 24 hours to make a connection with someone and recouple. If they don't, they would be out of here. So let's get into this because the aftermath all of this for both sides was crazy. So Amaya is first and she's standing up in front of everyone, and they get a text, and basically the text was asking if any of the guys would like to couple up with her, because if they feel like their connection is stronger than their current couples, they can get up and do so. So I'm only thinking it's between Jaden and Zach, and obviously more Zach because they've been the most intimate. And then and behold, Zach raises up and wants to recouple with Amaya. Saved. And I get it. There's been a ton of people that have been watching and ready for Amaya to go. But the girl's clearly doing something right. She's still here. So she made good friends. She's, getting these guys to also find interest in her. Zach was able to get what he wanted. So with Zach coupling up with Amaya, that left Alandria single. So with Alandria being single, she stands up in front of everyone and they ask the same question. If any guys feel like they have a stronger connection with her and would like to recouple, they can. And I'm literally at the edge of my seat. Nobody stands up, which is to be expected. I didn't see her talk to anyone else but Zach. So that left her single and vulnerable, and she had to leave Casa Amor. And it was so sad. All the girls, obviously, Shelly breaking down. Amaya was pissing me off, though. Like, girl, calm down. You doing all... It was like she was trying to force the tears. There was no tears coming from your eyes. No, no, no. Girl, save all that. But everyone else was, like, in their feelings. Alandria did not drop a tear. She's like, it is what it is. Taylor will find me outside, which really sucks. Her getting eliminated. Like, she didn't get to say bye to him when they left for Casa Amor. And now her being dropped from Casa Amor, still can't see him. It was sad. Like, I got upset. I was like, dang. But then again, I didn't even really believe fully in her and Taylor's coupling anyways. Like, I just thought there would be a different type of guy for her. But yeah, she had to say bye. It was sad. And even Zach was like, look, like, I don't want to be looked or made out as the villain. It's like, boy, please don't insert yourself in this. Like, no one's looking at you like that. Like, you did what you were supposed to do. You chose who you wanted to choose. Has nothing to do with you. It's just, this is a day one. It's a day one. So it hurts. It hurt differently. So then we have TJ, and he is the other one that's up for elimination. And, again, he made his connections with different girls. He also was really talking with Vanna, which I think Vanna is really going to be the one. I think he also talked to Grayson, and that just, I don't see it. He has a better chance with Vanna. So they got the same text. If any girl feels like they have a deeper or stronger connection with TJ than their current partners, they can stand up. So then, as I expected, Vanna stands up and she goes to couple with TJ. I knew it. I didn't see anything again with her and Ace, so I wasn't surprised. But within her doing that, it was the same effect like with Alandria. Ace now is single and vulnerable. So he stood at the fire pit, and the same question was asked to the girls if they have a stronger connection with him than their current coupling. Boom. Coco stands up for Ace. Knew it. called it from the beginning of the episode. I knew they had a connection. Like it was cute to watch them talk. And that made him smile. So I think he knew he was gonna recouple with her low key. And because Coco got up and got with Ace, now we have Taylor single and vulnerable. So it's like, I'm like at the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, is this ever gonna stop? And I'm like, oh my God, what if nobody stands for Taylor? So he's at the front. Same question asked. I'm like, is anybody gonna couple up with this man? Because that would kind of be like, it would suck, but it'd be ideal because Alandria left Casa Amor. So so Clark stands up for Taylor, and they are now a new couple, which I expected kind of, because they also had a good conversation. But with her doing that, now y'all know where this leads to. So Nic is now single and vulnerable. He had conversations with Jaden, and we're hoping that was good enough. He's another original person, and I think he kind of expected Jaden to come with him, and I honestly expected, because Austin got to go. She's currently with Austin. He got to go. Austin's not giving nothing to this show. So same question asked, if anybody wants to recouple with him. And unfortunately, nobody stands. So we lost 2 day ones, both Alandria and Nic. The guys did not take it well, especially Taylor. He felt like that was his closest friend here. It sucks, I mean, it sucks for both Alandria and Taylor because they have real connections, quotation marks. I know Sierra, when she finds out, she gonna feel it. She's definitely gonna feel it. And I don't even know if she's gonna be able to move on because she's so locked in with him. Taylor, I don't think Taylor has anything too much to worry about with Alandria leaving, because his connection with Clark seems like it's developing faster than it was with Alandria. But it sucked to see Nic go. He got emotional about it. He had dates, I guess, planned for Sierra he didn't get to do. So we had to say goodbye to Nic, y'all. As Nic is walking out the villa, Jeep rolls up. Alandria opens the door, tell him to get in. What do you mean get in? Where are y'all going, yo? Love Island knew when to throw in a curveball. Like, we definitely tuned in now, because I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what was gonna happen if viewers were gonna be lost after this dumping. But clearly there's something going on, because we didn't even get a preview of what's gonna happen on the next episode. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I personally think maybe they're going to either one, couple them together, and then once everybody comes back, they'll bring out Alandria and Nic together. Or what if they put them somewhere where they can watch what's going down in the villa and what's going down in the Casa Amor, and nobody else can do that? I don't know. But overall, I definitely think they're bringing Nic and Alandria back. They're not gone. They're not off the Fiji Islands, y'all. We have to watch the next episode. So episode 20 wiped out 2 strong contenders, but definitely left us with a cliffhanger. I don't know what's going to happen now, y'all. We just got to watch. We got to keep watching, and we're going to keep talking about it. So hit that like, subscribe to InDFlix, and ring that bell. Episode 21 is around the corner, and the villa is just getting more unpredictable. I'll see you guys next time.